So now we are at the end of day 4, and the build looks something like this still. I mean, I don't know what I had. I changed one of these, I believe. Maybe I did that yesterday because I didn't have attack speed on it. I'm still using dual daggers, I'm still using that, I'm still using a very bad belt, Call of the Brotherhood, very bad amulet, very bad chest. Pardon your helmet, still very bad, but the other one only had 200 ES, so I bought this one. Very bad boots. I'm actually looking for some other boots, but I really don't want to pay too much for. All I'm looking for are the same resistance and just more energy shield. And I don't want to pay like 1x for something like that with 200 energy shield instead of 100, so screw that. What else? I changed one of my flasks. Now I have, here it is. No, what is it? Yeah, there it is. Customable. Instead of the other roll, I cannot remember what it was, but it stacked with this one, so it was probably the armor duration. So, or the increased armor, and it doesn't really do anything because they don't stack. What else? Nothing else really. I put some more bubbles on these. Let's see, what do we have here? So this is, I collected all my currency now, so you can actually see what I have and my only decent maps. I spent 1x today on something. That was probably the helmet. Yeah, I spent 1x and got 5 chaos back and the helmet. And yes, armor scraps are actually a problem. And so are chisels. Chisels is like the most expensive thing ever. Yeah. 2 chisels cost 1 chaos. So I have 0 chaos, and I just spent 800 coins on 20 chisels, and I have 8 left now. The chisel is up now. Let's see. Not doing that. I'll fix this tomorrow. What else? I mean, I still have like just keep stuff randomly. Haven't really found anything too useful. Found 1x, but I mean, it's pretty normal to find. I found a tab. Okay, so Kadira actually sold me this for 90 coins, so I couldn't resist buying it since it's 15 chaos here. So, I mean, 90 coins, that's pretty cheap. And then I have some maps I don't want to play right now, so maybe later. This one I especially like. So it's elemental weakness, minus max, more life and more damage. The only thing those like missing is double bus or turbo or something. I just think it's funny because it's doing so much lightning damage already. I'm not gonna run that. What else do we have here? So I moved 2 of my so tab 3 and 4, my dump tabs. I just moved them a bit, took a few new ones. A lot of like I have 2 of these now, so 2 stacks of 5. Don't know where the other one is. So I don't want to turn these in right now, but I can do it later. I'm also using, so this is the first one, so I believe that must be a Bloodlines mod that makes them grab all the same, like, yeah, it must be a Bloodlines mod making blue pack grab all the same like items. So I stashed them here individually, get 1. So this was from 1 pack. I'm just saying 1 pack grabbed all this. It's pretty sick. I ID'd one of them, sadly, by mistake. Some daggers, some battle armor thing, some choppers and some boots, some moonstone rings. I kind of want to ID these, but I really don't want to use them anyways because I want to use Call of the Brotherhood, and this ring is pretty good. I mean, I found this and it's actually I mean, that is a decent ring. I have some highborn bows, and then I have some leather belts for later. So that is pretty much it right now. I am ranked 22 Inquisitor and 382 overall. I died a lot today. I was almost giving up. I did change a few things. So I got this jewel socket and I just put in this one. It's helping me somewhat. It's actually like 1k damage increase, or more than that actually. I changed my, I had a mana jewel here, I changed it to the energy from within that I found. Wow. Hold the mouse still. Just to get some more energy shield. Then what else did I do? I took these two. Did I just get 2 levels today? Nothing else really? Maybe I took this one, maybe I got 3 levels. I don't know. The idea was to get 90 today. That obviously didn't happen. I have lost like a full level on deaths. I died so many times on the previous level. So on the road to 88, I died a gazillion billion something times. It was actually, I was almost quitting at that point. Also because I didn't really find any maps, so my best maps was like cells, which is a fine map for what I'm doing, but I don't really like playing them. And then combinations with not having any chisels, and chisels being so expensive, I couldn't chisel these maps. I still can't. Well, I could if I use all the currency. I guess I should. Now it's about that time. I have a volcano. But that's pretty much. I also have a crematorium and a gorge. Wow, I have decent maps now. I just did a overgrown ruins and it dropped the. No, the academy dropped the crema and the gorge, and this one, the overgrown ruins dropped village ruins and something else, which is not interesting. So that is pretty much the progress so far. I'm running out of alchemy ores. What else? Nothing else really. Running out of chaos, running out of everything. Except for coins, I haven't really found anything to use coins on. As I said, I used 800 coins to buy 20 chisels. I mean, it's not the greatest deal in the world. So, yeah, I don't know. Also ran a Poor Joy's Asylum, and I had one with amulets. All the amulets were crap. But I ran it anyways. It was a really good experience. I didn't die. But I decided that I wouldn't do the other one because it was way too stressful. Compared to just running just running Village Ruin would be no stress compared to that. So yeah, I am not gonna run a map right now because as you can see, my experience per hour is actually really low. I was doing 100 yesterday at least all day, and now it's around 50-ish, 50 to 60 I would say. I think it's because I'm doing worse maps. So if I was just chaining like gorges, then it would obviously be like 130 plus at least. But I cannot do that sadly. So yeah, that's really annoying. I have to do like these annoying maps where I have to do like Village Ruin, and then I kind of want to do the boss as well because I want the map drops. So, and I really don't want to lose experience, so I kind of have to be very careful, and it takes a lot of time sometimes to like do the different maps, and I cannot really run a crematorium. I ran a previous one, I died twice, and then I just failed. And that was not even doing the boss, that was just, I can't remember, I ran through a bunch of maps which I shouldn't have. Then I came back and I looked around all the maps and found another pack that just killed me instantly, and was like, okay, not doing this. So yeah, the build is still really strong, even though it's really like mediocre. Like, I mean, the items are super bad compared to what I could easily buy for very cheap, but It's doing what it needs to do right now. I mean, I am considering strongly to get a shield here instead of one of the bad daggers I have, but I kind of like damage. The damage is still 21k without charges, which is okay. It's doing great damage, in my opinion. Yeah, nothing much to say about that. It's fun. Well, I guess I can do like, let's do any old, let's do something that's easy. I have like a reeve. Let's just do a reeve or something. I'm not gonna kill a billion monsters, I'm just gonna kill a few. I'm very sorry. Let me just do this, just in case, so you don't get like deaf or anything. Found my headphones down in the basement, so I put those on. Very old, but they're very nice. So this is pretty much how the build goes. What is this? I've never seen that before. Give me a sec.
Allow me to turn your coins into something.
What is this? Increased mana leads per second, life lead, spell effect duration reduced. Movement speed, cast speed. Wow, anyone want this? I don't. Anyone want this for 3 coins?
Long may we prosper from this
please scroll out. My scroll is broken, so sometimes when I scroll out it scrolls the other way and it's really annoying. And something dropped. What was that? Sound good. Oh, yeah, that's annoying. Where's the other ones? So something like this is obviously going to be super easy, but it also gives me like clearing one of these maps gives me 1% or something, if it even gives me 1%. It does, however, it is a very fast way to get like chisels if I care to do it, so I might want to do this tomorrow, like chain a bunch of these, especially since my my Valspar can actually do some work on these maps. Usually I just use it for a little more damage on bosses and stuff like that. Tend to keep it a lot since I only use Chill of Corruption to gain more Val souls. I don't use any harvests or anything else, so it's not up all day. But stuff like this, as long as it crits, it kills everything. So, yeah, so this is pretty much it. I mean, the build is still doing what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, I should have checked. I had charges there. I didn't check. I actually don't know what the damage is now with all charges up. Not that it matters too much to me. As long as I can do some maps and not die, I'm very happy. Let's see here. So the furniture charge generation is not very reliable at this point. Actually, I don't know if it's because I'm using, or I assume it's because I'm using Spark, because when I use this combination with Arc on my other Valspar character and Talisman, this was very reliable way to get frenzy charges. I mean, they were always up, and I haven't really done anything differently compared to that build, except for me using. Well, I changed around, so the focus is on Spark this time, and not Valspark. The last build was my 6-link was Valspark, and my 4-link was Arc, but I changed that around. But except from that, I mean, that shouldn't really be worse. So it must be something mechanical with Spark, making it's more difficult to actually shove the enemies. I will take that for alchemy shots. So yeah, but I don't know. It's just theory. So I had 54 million, and now I have 51 just doing a map like that. So it's not really effective for doing that. So 4 alchemy shards. Sure. Need all I can get. Oops. So that is basically it for now. Yeah. That's it for day 4. And I will make an update tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm kind of gunning for at least 91 tomorrow. Unless I'm like doing the same as I did today and just keep dying for no reason. So yeah, that's it.